6:49, we're getting our first look this morning at some new video released of the moment a car drove into an Arizona lake over the weekend. Police now say the 27-year-old father of three purposely drove into that Tempe, Arizona lake around midnight. Officers and witnesses jumped in the chilly water to try and save the people in that vehicle, but were unsuccessful. The man, his wife, and three young children all drowned in that incident.
Hi again and good morning, everyone. Thanks for waking up with the Valley today. It's now 10 minutes before 7, and we're starting our nonstop news and weather to the top of the hour to help you plan your day. We start with new information this morning on a Moorhead murder case. Police say they have located a car in connection with their suspect, but they're still asking for your help in tracking down 20-year-old Anthony Rodriguez in connection with this case.
Yeah, he's accused of killing a 55-year-old Moorhead man in a trailer home over the weekend. Police have arrested a 16-year-old who is apparently tied to the murder of Bradley Carrington. Police say if you do see Rodriguez, however, do not approach him and make sure you call police right away. We're also following breaking news for you this morning. Grand Forks police are looking into a burglary at Kmart, and they're hoping surveillance video can help them make an arrest. Police say that the video shows one person inside that store around 3 this morning wearing what appeared to be a dark-colored hooded sweatshirt pulled over their head and dark pants.
Police don't know yet how the person got inside or what they stole, but say items are missing from several departments. Anyone with information is asked to call Grand Forks Police.
Coming up on 6:51, time to get a look at weather and traffic on the ones. We start with meteorologist Robert Hahn on this Tuesday morning.
Yeah, it's a cool morning out there, seasonably cool, and traffic picking up on I-94. We'll get a traffic report from Al here in just a moment. Taking a live look outside on the CorwinAuto.com Valley Skycam. We've got some quiet conditions and cool for this time of year. 47 feels more like 44. Winds out of the north and northeast at 7. Shifting around to the east, eventually southeast later today, around 5 to 15 miles per hour. 43 in Roseau, also 43 in Thief River Falls. A degree better than that, 44 down in Sisseton. Some upper 30s remain for Grand Forks and in Langdon. Just like yesterday, a lot of cloud cover this morning, but just like yesterday, that's going to get on out of here. A lot of the area going to see plenty of sunshine later this morning and into this afternoon. But right now, underneath those clouds, showing some rain showers, but a lot of this not reaching the ground. It's where you see the darker greens and the yellows where you may see an isolated shower or two, and this activity will continue to lift off towards the north and northeast, eventually dissipating as we head through the next few hours. Across the northern plains, relatively quiet until you get into that rain that arcs all the way back into eastern portions of Montana. And across the west, we've got some showers, some thunderstorms, even some severe weather at this hour in parts of Arizona. Now, as we head through the day today, we're going to continue to keep an eye on this system as it tracks off towards the east and northeast with quite a bit of rain, even some snow in the higher elevations of Montana, but most of that activity will remain up in Canada later on today, but some of that will skirt our northern counties as we head through this afternoon and this evening. Mostly sunny as we head through this afternoon and this evening, warming into the 60s in most locations, 50s northern Minnesota. Later tonight, there comes the back end of that system. It slides on through at late tonight, early tomorrow morning. It gets on out of here by later on tomorrow morning. Gives way to mostly sunny skies, but cooler air behind this system means some cooler temperatures for highs tomorrow. We'll top out about 5 to 8 degrees cooler than today. Today, some mid-60s. That chance for some sprinkles this morning. Better chance for some rain right along the Canadian border late tonight, early tomorrow. 60 on your Wednesday, 65 Thursday. Back into the 50s Friday, Saturday, and Sunday with a good chance of rain on Friday. That's a look at your weather. Let's get another look at your traffic with Al Ahmed. Good morning, Al.
Good morning, Robert. I'll tell you something. Getting onto the interstate can be a real adventure. Traffic is thick as a brick right around the tri-level this morning, I'll tell you that. Northbound I-29 traffic, very heavy. Same thing on westbound Interstate 94. Traffic is pretty much everywhere. Travel speeds all over the map. You run into some folks driving 40 miles an hour out here and others doing 70. So it's like I said, travel can be a real adventure out here. Overall, though, things seem to be going pretty well. Quick reminder for you that North University Drive is going to be closed at 17th Avenue starting at 9 o'clock this morning for some work on the new Sanford Athletic Complex. So keep that in mind. Lots going on. Drive extra carefully today. Al Ahmed Valley Today traffic.
A lot of people are weighing in on the case of a baby hurt at a Grand Forks daycare, but no charges filed in the case. We're talking about Nash. He's the 11-month-old who we told you about last week, who fell from a changing table at the United Day Nursery and suffered a skull fracture.
A CT scan suggests he fell nearly 3 feet from a changing table when an employee turned her back to change another baby. The attorney who decided not to file child abuse or neglect charges says she didn't believe they could prove the worker did it on purpose. The family is in the process of a civil suit in an effort to hold the daycare accountable.
2 men are in jail after police busted a huge drug trafficking operation in the valley. Investigators say Charles Erdman and Corey Stevens were arrested in North Fargo yesterday. More than $100,000 worth of meth, cocaine, and heroin were seized, along with a handgun, an assault-style rifle, and more than $20,000 in cash. Officials in Cass County are waving a red flag about some rabies concerns.
Yeah, there have been 5 reports of animals suspected of having the disease. The Sheriff's Department issued a notice in the Horace newsletter warning people to stay away from wild animals and report any other animals acting strangely. For more information regarding the signs, symptoms, and your family's safety when it comes to rabies, go to valleynewslive.com and click on this story. Transgender activist Aiden Dowling is pushing personal happiness as he speaks to groups at NDSU. He competed in the Ultimate Men's Health Guy Competition, which took him to the Ellen DeGeneres Show to spread his message.
Aiden says even though he didn't win, he made history by being the first transgender man to make the cover of Men's Health magazine. By talking about his life, he hopes that he can get across one message in particular.
Every single person in this room deserves happiness. And if you don't believe it, you should really take the time and effort to learn about yourself and why do you deserve happiness and how are you going to get yourself there.
Dowling's talk last night is part of NDSU's Pride Month celebration. Well, we are following a developing story out of NDSU involving Bison starting quarterback Carson Wentz. Valley News Live sports director Beth Houle has a source confirming that Wentz suffered a wrist injury on Saturday in the game against South Dakota, although it's not clear how bad that injury is or if it will keep him sidelined going forward.
Beth says nothing in the game stood out to her as an obvious point where he was hurt, and there was no mention at yesterday's post-game news conference. Be sure to stay with Valley News Live for details throughout the day on this developing story. This is the time of the year when insects and other pests are looking for ways to make home inside your home so they can survive the winter.
The Valley Today's Christy Larson has been finding out this morning with the experts at NDSU how you can keep those bugs on the outside. Hi, Christy.
Good morning, guys. That's right. We're with Jan Knodel. She's an extension entomologist. And again, let's mention the ones that are going to be kind of hanging around this year, trying to get into our homes.
Sure, Christy. Well, we got the box elder bugs that will be flying around, as well as the lady beetle, especially the Asian lady beetle. And then we got some of the crawlers that like to crawl on the ground and get in underneath the doors, like your crickets, millipedes, and spiders.
Yeah. And we talked again about, it's not always safe to spray inside of your home. So you really need to, right now, don't wait for even this weekend. Right now, you need to spray outside of your home.
Right, yeah, it's getting cold now, and I see the forecast is for some, very low temperatures. So once it gets below 50, the insects start to get fairly inactive, and we won't have to worry about them much longer.
Yeah. And like we said, too, some of them are ones we bring in from our own garden, some of those fruit flies and things. So you want to try to make sure you put in a little at-home trap and collect them all and get rid of them. Don't let your vegetables sit out.
Right, yeah, and just get rid of any rotting vegetables or fruits. That's a good way, just sanitation, to get rid of the fruit flies.
Yeah, and Kyle and Lisa, again, like we said, you want to be safe if you are going to be spraying that insecticide in your home. Make sure it's a safe indoor one. And Kyle, I'm sorry, but do not use one whole can per bug. That's not safe for you either.
Follow the package directions, always a good idea.
I think we've all drowned out a bug or
yeah.
two with more than we needed. Christy Larson reporting live for us this morning. Thank you, Christy.